Once you've collected cargo in the hangar, you can export it through cell missions. These missions involve delivering packages across Blaine County and Los Santos within 30 minutes. Unlike vehicle cargo and supply cell missions, the difficulty of air freight cargo missions is not directly tied to the amount of product being sold. Instead, the type of mission is randomly selected each time. However, some missions do require at least 2 players to initiate. The duration of these missions can vary depending on the amount of cargo being sold, with some missions taking a considerable amount of time even if only 1 crate of cargo is being delivered. Players can earn bonuses for exporting cargo, similar to the bonuses available in vehicle cargo collections. These bonuses are based on the amount of each type of cargo stored and are dependent on the specific type of cargo being exported. Different types of cargo offer different bonus percentages. Narcotics, chemicals, and medical supplies. Players earn percentage bonuses when they have stored between 25 and 50 crates of the same type of cargo, with the percentage increasing by 35% for each increment of 25 crates. Animal materials, art and antiques, and jewelry and gemstones. These types of cargo offer percentage bonuses when 10 to 50 crates of the same type are stored, with a 12% increase for each increment of 10 crates. Counterfeit goods and tobacco and alcohol. Players can earn percentage bonuses when 5 to 50 crates of the same type of cargo are stored, with a 5% increase for every 5 crates. A 5% fee is deducted from the sale after delivery, with Ron taking a cut per crate of cargo sold. The fee ranges from $200 to $42,500, depending on the amount of cargo delivered. Cell missions typically involve transporting goods by air using various types of aircraft. Players often need to make multiple drop-offs and can optionally return the delivery vehicle to the hangar for an additional RP reward, as Charlie Reed repurposes the vehicles for parts. When using planes like the Mogul and Bombushka, the CEO VIPMC President, or MC Road Captain, can enable the Formation Flying Assist via the Interaction menu. This feature provides health, armor, and repairs to planes within the formation, benefiting all players flying in formation. Below are the different types of cell missions you may encounter. Havoc.
Hey, you've got some small, fast Havoc helis for these deliveries. The buyer wants a scattergun approach. Lots of drops in rapid succession. Catch the globalists off guard. And the buyer's the one with the cash, so get to work.
The Nagasaki Havoc helicopters are compact, single-man aircraft designed for navigating tight spaces. They are used to deliver cargo to hard-to-reach areas, such as under bridges or within construction sites. Up to 8 Havoc helicopters can be deployed, each capable of carrying 2 packages for delivery to multiple drop sites. Skylift.
Okay, sail time. You're using heavy lift choppers to haul the globalists' best friend, shipping containers, to the exchange. Once the buyer has them, the money will come through.
The Skylift helicopter can transport a single container of cargo, which is then delivered to a drop site that may be as far as 7 miles away. The drop site could be on a cargo ship or on a series of floats towed by a tugboat. Due to the Skylift's slow speed, players might not always have enough time to return the vehicle to the hangar, though this depends on the hangar's location. Cargobob.
Okay then, if we can't beat our deep state surveillance squad, we can at least make life difficult for them by not staying still too long. Use the Cargobob to drop containers right onto the buyer's truck. Then let's hope the money isn't traced.
In this mission, the Cargobob's hook is used to pick up and transport small square containers of cargo, which are then dropped off at specified locations. Each drop-off site has a flatbed truck waiting to receive the container. Once the container is lowered, a cutscene plays showing it being placed onto the truck. The player must then return to the hangar to collect the next container. Due to the Cargobob's lack of defensive capabilities and slow speed, no enemies will interrupt the mission. The drop-off locations are relatively close compared to other missions, and the Cargobob used in this mission is more durable than the standard version, featuring a Jetsam livery and a longer hook. Alpha Z1.
Okay, so the buyer wants the crates dropped at several locations, but he doesn't want them floating around too long, and he doesn't want them dropped out of the sky. So what you're going to do is you're going to take those stunt planes, flying as close to the ground as possible so his people can almost reach up and take the cargo themselves. That's what he's paying for.
The Alpha Z1 planes are used for missions that involve making 5 to 20 low-altitude drops, depending on the amount of cargo being sold. The drop-off locations are shared among the players, and once a drop is made, that location becomes unavailable to others. The planes are modified to automatically release the packages at each drop site, which are typically close to the ground. Seabreeze.
Now these are the buyers I like. No strange requests, no hoops to jump through, nothing to get me worrying. You know me, I'm a worrier. Just use the planes to make the drops, and wait for the cash to come in. Easy. I hope.
This mission is a single-player variation of the Titan and RM-10 Bombushka missions, similar to the Mogul mission. Players fly the Seabreeze to various drop-off locations, delivering cargo to ground-based buyers. At land drop-off points, pounder trucks will be waiting next to flares, while at sea, a tugboat will collect the delivery. During the mission, rogue fighter planes will pursue the player, attempting to take down the Seabreeze with onboard missiles. The Seabreeze is more durable during cell missions than in regular gameplay. A known glitch may occur during the Seabreeze cell mission, where dropped cargo fails to register as delivered, preventing the sale progress from updating. This glitch can persist even if the player repeatedly attempts to deliver the cargo to the designated location. Mogul.
Okay, you ready to make these drops? We've got a weaponized plane for you, because the globalists even have the cops working for them now. Prepare to witness the military-industrial prison free trade complex at work.
In this mission, Mogul planes are used to drop cargo at 5 designated points. Each plane should have 2 players, one piloting and the other manning the 360-degree turret. As the mission progresses, Ron will warn players about police helicopters that will pursue them, adding an extra layer of challenge to the mission. Avoid landing the Mogul to engage enemy helicopters, as new ones will continuously spawn. One strategy is to fly low over the water, causing enemy helicopters to crash into it, though they will eventually respawn. For this reason, attempting this mission solo is highly discouraged, as it is almost guaranteed to result in failure. Hunter.
Now, I guess you're wondering why you've got Hunter gunships to make these simple deliveries. Well, it just so happens the drop locations are out on the dark web, and every enterprising thief in the city is on their way to them. Clear them away from each site and drop the cargo. Then when you're done, the money will come through.
This mission involves using Hunter helicopters to clear out defended areas before dropping off the cargo. The process is repeated multiple times until all cargo is delivered. You'll need at least 2 people to help with this mission. If you attempt it solo, you'll have to repeatedly return to the hangar, enter the other Hunter, deliver the cargo, and then go back again for the next one, making the process too time-consuming. As a result, it's guaranteed you'll run out of time before completing the mission. If your plane is about to crash or you're running out of time, simply change sessions. You will only lose 3 crates. Bombushka.
We're beating the globalists at their own game here, selling on a massive scale for maximum profit. And for that, we need a massive plane. Make the drops, I'll get the money, but don't expect anyone to make this easy for us. Make sure you've got people on the guns.
This large, armed cargo plane can carry substantial amounts of cargo and requires at least 2 players to operate. One player pilots the plane, while the other operates the 3 turrets positioned at the front, mid, and rear. The mission involves flying the plane over multiple drop sites, which are often spread several miles apart, and delivering the cargo to designated areas, similar to other special cargo and cell missions. After the Los Santos update, several changes were introduced. One notable addition is Rooster McCraw, who can source crates for you. Alongside that, 3 new cell mission types were added, which take place on land rather than in the air. Additionally, 4 new land-based steel supply missions were introduced. The 3 new land-based cell missions are particularly ideal as they are much easier and faster to complete compared to air-based cell missions. Even when selling a full hangar, you only have 1 delivery vehicle, making it manageable to complete solo. You are given 20 minutes to finish the mission, which adds to its simplicity. It's recommended to start the mission as a CEO to take advantage of the Ghost Organization ability, allowing you to stay off the radar. Phantom, this is one of the easiest land cell missions.
Hey, there's a trailer waiting for you nearby. Just hitch it up and bring it to the drop-off. That's it.
You begin by getting into the Phantom truck cab and hitching it to the trailer. There's a damage meter, so you must drive carefully to avoid excessive damage. The objective is to deliver the trailer to a single destination with no enemies or police chasing you, although enemies can occasionally spawn. Once you arrive, you need to detach the trailer in the designated spot, which can sometimes be tricky. This mission often feels like a truck simulator at the end, as reversing into position is frequently required, though there are ways to exploit this for easier drop-offs. After detaching the trailer, simply leave the area to complete the mission. Ratel.
Okay, we got a bunch of cargo to deliver way off-road. Just drop it off at these coordinates, and the buyer will come pick everything up later.
In this mission, you'll use the Ratel to make 5 drops across the map. After completing the 2nd or 3rd drop, 2 enemy Maverick helicopters will spawn and attack. However, the drop locations are laid out along a logical path, making it manageable even for solo players. If you destroy 1 helicopter and take out the gunners on the other, the pilot will follow you without attacking, and no more helicopters will spawn. Another thing you can do is stock up on snacks before starting. After the final drop, you must leave the area to complete the mission. Apocalypse Issi.
Alright, let's sell some of our hard-earned stolen goods. Our buyer is a little skittish and wants these deliveries scattered off the beaten path. Once you make the first drop, you'll get the next location, okay?
In this mission, you'll be assigned the Apocalypse Issi vehicle. Begin by heading to the first checkpoint marked by a flare, and additional checkpoints will appear as you progress. Blue flares mark the optimal route to take. There are 10 checkpoints in total, and after the final drop, you'll need to leave the area to finish the mission. While this mission is often considered the most tedious, no enemies spawn, making it safer compared to other missions. When starting a cell mission with a full hangar, players receive only 1 Apocalypse Issi. But oddly, when selling just 1 crate, the game may sometimes spawn 2 Apocalypse Issis. Nagasaki Outlaw or Maxwell Vagrant.
Time for my favorite part of all this. Making money. Preferably with no bullets flying around. Now the buyer feels the same way and wants you to make the deliveries at quiet spots around the city.
These missions are identical to the Apocalypse Issi mission, but with one of these 2 vehicles instead. As with the Issi mission, you'll start by heading to the first checkpoint, following a path of blue flares to the remaining 10 checkpoints. Once the final drop is completed, leave the area to finish the mission. This mission is also considered tedious, but has no enemy spawns, making it safe to complete. Now let me quickly show you how to fill up your hangar amazingly fast. What you need to do is invite a friend or recruit prospects if you're operating as an MC president, or bodyguards if you're operating as a CEO. The more prospects you have under your CEO or MC, the more crates the game will spawn. Avoid starting air sourcing missions because in most cases, you'll have to return to the hangar multiple times unless your prospects are actively participating. Focus on land sourcing instead, as these missions can be completed much faster and are more straightforward, though some may also require multiple trips back to the hangar. This method helps you skip cooldown periods. The number of prospects you have determines the number of crates that spawn. Even if the prospects don't participate or leave during the mission, you can still complete it on your own. Even if a crate gets destroyed, it's not a big deal. This is the only way to make a profit with the hangar. Otherwise, you're just wasting time. If you compare the hangar to Cayo Perico, you'll see that the hangar pays far less. Filling up a hangar by yourself takes at least 5 to 6 hours for a profit of only 2.5 million, which is terrible. The hangar used to be one of the worst businesses, and it still isn't great. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all. Thank you for watching, and have a wonderful day or night.